Hello my friends, my name is WeeAddy and welcome back to the Pokémon Master Challenge with Pokémon Crystal. It's been a little while, hasn't it? There's a good reason for it, which if you watched the last stream slash VOD or episode, you know exactly why, and my playtime, as you just saw, is also absolutely massive now in comparison. And also so is my money, because I've been grinding the Elite Four. Not that much, but at the end of the last episode, I said that the plan was we were going to breed ourselves a team for the Stadium 2 Little Cup, and that's what we did. So to do that, because I had very little money at the time, I had to go and grind the Elite Four for a bit, so that I could afford to actually pull Pokemon out of the daycare. So we're all good on that front. I think actually my Ditto's still in here. Yeah, it is. Hello, Ditto. My shiny Ditto called Christmas that I got on Christmas Eve, in case you're wondering why it's called that. It's probably going to end up being level 100 by the time that this series is done, because it's already in the 70s. Because the reason why it took a long time to get to this next episode, I could have streamed between last episode and this one, and I chose not to because I was so focused specifically on getting my team generated, even though this isn't the stream we're doing the Little Cup, because we need to go on Stadium 2 for that. Yeah, it took a long time. The odds for my shinies were 1 in 64. And for reference sake, well, first of all, let me actually pop into the PC and show you what we obtained. So our full team are in the PC in this one box. This is the wrong box. It's been such a mess navigating these boxes, by the way. They're all in box 9. But we have a full team of 6, now fully bred. I haven't fully decided on their movesets just yet, but I had to breed down a single egg move to each of them. Or at least to the ones I wanted to give egg moves. So that was the other thing, is last episode we tried to breed egg moves down to him. Turns out, thanks to the help of people on Reddit, you can't do it up until Generation 6 or so. If a Pokemon can learn multiple egg moves, it has to somehow come from the same male parent. It cannot be bred down by females, for some reason. So that was pretty neat. So I had to limit my options even further than what they already were. So we successfully have a full team of shiny Pokemon. Here is Cyndaquil. Here is Totodile. Actually, I'll show you the movesets as well currently. So they have like their bred moves, which is Flamethrower, which was just taught to by the move tutor. I had to do, that was another reason I did the Elite Four a bunch, was I needed the money to buy the coins to teach these moves. Flamethrower and Ice Beam, which you'll see here on Totodile, and then Thunderbolt for one of the later Pokemon. It was a pain in the ass. Ultimately, because I also had to wait for Wednesday, then Saturday, then Wednesday again. Like, I did wait these days out. Another reason why it took so long, but thankfully it all sort of lined up perfectly. But anyway, yes, so here's our Cyndaquil. Flamethrower and Submission are going to be two of its moves. I haven't decided on the other two. Ice Beam and Ancient Power, haven't decided on the other two. Shiny Mareep, Thunderbolt was the intended move. It took so long that it learned Thunder through the Mareep that was being bred learned Thunder. So now it has Thunder and Thunderbolt. So maybe I'll keep both and just teach it Rain Dance. I don't know. Haven't decided. Teddiursa with Crunch, because I thought it would be our best coverage for Psychic types. And then Fanpy with Earthquake, Ancient Power, Return, and Hidden Power. I just kept all the same moves as the original. Oh, and Chikorita. And Chikorita as well. So let's go through these guys and show you sort of how this worked, right? So the very first one I got was Teddiursa. It was the first one I hunted because it was one I needed to do the least amount of work for. I didn't need to breed moves from other Pokemon. I just had to go and get a Teddiursa or an Ursaring and start breeding down and teaching Crunch. I did have to level up my Pupitar that I traded over from Silver to learn Crunch, and then breed that down onto a Teddiursa, and then breed a Teddiursa that was then male and could breed with a Ditto. It still was more work than it was needed, but Teddiursa was the first, and Teddiursa was found in, I wrote all these down by the way, Teddiursa was found in 88 eggs, so it went over odds. That's fine. You know, that's not too bad. The next one I then hunted for was Fanpy, which was 19 eggs, so under odds. That's not too bad. So that was pretty good. After that, I then went for Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil took 106 eggs, so over odds again. Still not that bad. It is 1 in 64 odds, so like it's kind of a pain in the ass, but whatever. Later that day, in 9 eggs, I got Chikorita. 9 eggs. So I was kind of going like over odds, then under odds, then over odds. So it was like this nice little pattern. So I was expecting the next one to be over odds again, and I was right. Totodile was next at 83 eggs. And then I was like, okay, well that's good. So presumably my next and final team member, Mareep, will be under odds, just like the rest. It was not under odds. It was not odds. It was not just over odds. It was not just double odds. It was not just triple odds. It was not just 4 times odds. It took 274 eggs for Mareep alone. So just to clarify, in total, Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Totodile, Phanpy, and Teddiursa took 305 eggs combined. Mareep took 274 alone. In total, to get all 6 of these guys, 579 eggs, and almost half of them was Mareep. I don't know why Mareep was being such a pain in the ass, but like, I thought my Ditto was broken. I was like, there's no fucking way I've been going this long without the shiny. It's 1 in 64 odds, and by the way, it takes about 12.5 minutes, I worked out, to hatch 1 egg. By the time that all the eggs get bred, and you hatch them all at one go, it works out to roughly about 26 minutes to get them all hatched at once, so I was doing like 4 eggs at a time. And like occasionally I would make a mistake and like hatch an extra egg or hatch 1 less egg, that kind of thing. And for some reason, Mareep as well, also the eggs generated incredibly slowly. They just did not want to pop out. So, Mareep took the most amount of time just to get eggs generated, as well as actually breeding the shiny, and it drove me fucking insane. But we got our full team at last, and I was basically just waiting for that moment before coming back to stream. That's all it was. I mean, other than that, I did grind up our team to level 60s. Just, I thought that'd be a nice level to get into the next stage of Pokemon Stadium 2. So everyone's in a good place right now. Typhlosion, by being level 60, has now finally learned Flamethrower through level up. Crobat still has the same moves. I don't think any of them really have changed beyond one other Pokemon here, which is Heracross, which has finally learned Mega Horn, which replaced Counter. So Mega Horn, finally a Bug-type move on this Bug-type at last, and it means it can actually do a lot of damage to Psychic types, which is fantastic, even though it's weak to Psychic as well. Espeon, no changes there, and Kingdra, no changes there. Like, everyone had their full movesets except for technically Heracross and Typhlosion, just waiting for their better moves. So they're all sort of ready to go for the next stage of the game, which we will be doing later today. There is one thing we have left to do in this game. You can see it in the thumbnail. It's not a secret. We're doing that today. But other than that, I don't really have a whole lot planned today, so I kind of have to like stretch things out a little bit, which is good because I do have something in mind, which is we have team members still to fully level up, or at least more Pokemon to get for the Pokédex. So these guys are just going to go in the PC for now. So let's just pop these guys in. So these guys are just going to sit next to the Little Cup team. Also, with the way that things worked out with the breeding, every single one of the shinies that I bred for the Little Cup all have the same hidden power type. It looks like that's just a consistent factor between the mother being Ditto, which means that all of them have hidden power grass. And I think it's the weaker version of grass rather than the stronger version, which is a bit of a bit upsetting. But it does mean that I at least know I have that in my back pocket. If I want a team member that can have hidden power grass, I can. So maybe my Cyndaquil, maybe my Mareep, maybe Totodile, I don't know. It just depends on what other moves are available, because let me tell you, there's not many. There's not many moves. Okay, so I need to figure out where everyone is, because as I said, these boxes are an absolute mess. We'll keep Crobat on us because we need something to fly around on. But I did, off-screen again, get like, things sort of ready to evolve. Some things, not all things. I think this is where I was dumping all the Pokemon that I used for the breeding. Like, so there's the Mareep that I was breeding. It was level 5. I had to breed a male Mareep because my female Mareep can't pass down the moves. So I had to breed a male Mareep, teach it Thunderbolt through the move tutor, and then just keep breeding it. And the reason why it's level 43 and I didn't just keep on resetting is because every single time I was doing the bike, Beverly would call me and give me nuggets. I made so much money out of her just giving me nuggets while I was hatching eggs that every 5k she was giving me compared to the amount of money I was spending getting my Mareep back or my Totodile back or my whatever back meant I was making money by hatching eggs. So I kept on saving the game. That's why my playtime is so high. But I was pretty much every time after work, I was just lying here on the sofa hatching eggs. Like, I did nothing but hatch eggs for a long time. I hadn't played any other video game besides playing with Matt for a long time. I neglected COD, I neglected Smash, I neglected everything just to hatch eggs non-stop. It was so exhausting. specifically Mareep was exhausting. But this is the wrong PC box, so I need to change. I will sort these boxes out when I go back to Stadium 2, but I haven't been there yet. I've been dragged to a restaurant. I just want Subway, but I'm getting barbecue wings instead. No problem, Brisk. If you're not able to watch, don't worry. As per usual, as always, the VOD will be there. But thank you for stopping in if you're not able to say hi any further. But enjoy your wings. So yeah, here we go. So we got Chansey, which is still level 25, but honestly, maxing out friendship was a piece of piss. So that Teddy Ursa, it has return, and so does Fanpy, and I wasn't going to keep return on Fanpy, but all I had to do was keep it on me while I bred Mareep, and both of them have maximized friendship, or at least it's high enough friendship that it can go that the person who tells you how much the Pokemon likes you, it might not be max, but it's definitely over like 220, the amount needed for evolution, because the lady told me that the Pokemon love me. And same with Chansey here. Chansey got maximized friendship just from hatching eggs. And like occasionally going and doing like the massages. And I kept them on my team while I did the Elite Four because that also boosts their friendship up. Pineco, I honestly should have done more work to boost it up. I just didn't want to. I couldn't be bothered. Pupitar, we've leveled up to 54. It's pretty much ready to go. Again, I was using it on... I used Pupitar on the Elite Four so I could get the other Pokemon, the friendship, and all that other stuff that they needed. Let's go to box 6. So yeah, we're going to get some more Pokédex entries here today as well. We're not going to be completing the Pokédex today. We still have more to do. I still have things I need to trade over, like version exclusive from like Gold and Silver that aren't in Crystal. But I haven't planned for that, so that'll be a later episode. Charizard and Nidoking. In the end, I don't think I even used Charizard for breeding because I didn't end up breeding Swords Dance down. So it's just been sitting here. This is the one from Pokemon Yellow. I'll be trading it and... oh, don't release it and Nidoking back at some stage. I had to trade over the Corsola that I mentioned. So this now puts Corsola in our Pokédex. This is the one that I talked about that got me Ancient Power for my Donphan originally. So I'm just counting this as my Pokédex entry. Doing this also gave me a couple of new Pokédex entries with Mareep being added to the Pokédex and stuff like that. So we have a couple new ones there through that. This is apparently not the right box either. God, these boxes are an absolute mess. Just everything was strewn around because of, I traded over 2 full teams from Gold and Silver. Yes, that's right. Porygon has the upgrade on it ready to evolve. I need to trade to do that. That'll be a later episode. Skiploom, are you the Skiploom that's evolving? You are. Okay, so you're ready to go. Swinub, again, I should have boosted that one up harder, but I didn't. And Houndour. Party's full, damn. Okay. It's alright, we can literally level up one of these guys really quickly, and then we're good to go. So I think, let's just do Skiploom real quick. Although Skiploom really doesn't have... And this is another thing, I should have give Chansey some XP, but I didn't. Alright, let's lead with Pupitar, because I don't want Crobat to get more stat experience. This is the thing, I said I didn't want to use my team members because of, I was writing down their stat experience so that it was easier to track, and I did do that throughout the entire Elite Four. I would show you, it's on my phone, but my phone's sitting on the other side of the room. I'll be getting that later. So let's see, Chansey, let's give you... Actually, do you even have, like, attacking moves that I can use and just use you yourself? I feel like it's like double slap minimize. Nah, not really. See, there's one nugget I just decided to keep on me, so it took up a Pokeball slot. A bag slot, so Lucky Egg, Amulet Coin. Where's the EXP share? Did I put it in the PC? That's wrong. That's still wrong. I definitely pressed down. Wait, there's like a small delay. Okay. Also, we've actually maximized our PC space. I had to bring items out of here and sell them. So I sold all my X special attacks, all that stuff, because now that I've maximized friendship on all the Pokemon that need it, I don't need those anymore. I was just sort of keeping them as a backup in case I ever needed to do that plan. So we actually managed to maximize this PC, which I wasn't sure if we were going to do, but we did. We have a shit ton of protein, because I did trade over 6 protein and 6 calcium from Gold and Silver respectively. But there was also a sale on at the department store, and they sold protein for a little bit cheaper. And with all of my money that I had from doing the Elite Four, I just bought as much as I could at the time. So that'll help boost up our Pokemon. I'll probably use a bunch of these on the level 5s for the Little Cup. Again, I've probably gone way too far with this Little Cup than I need to, but fuck it. That's all there is to it, fuck it. It's my game, I want to play it my way. Right, so let's give you the EXP share. And once Chansey's good, we can get Houndour out of the PC, and then we've got that one good to go as well. And I do know Chansey is ready to evolve because I gave it a rare candy off screen to see if it was ready, and it was, so I know it's good to go. And I just don't want to use my rare candy on it, so that's why I'm not using one. So we'll just quickly, real quick, do some wild battles to get it boosted up, and then it'll be good to go. And in the process, Tyranitar might evolve as well, or Pupitar might evolve as well. But we'll keep Pupitar honest because we need a Pokemon that will be able to actually do the damage for the Pokemon that can't do it. As you can see, I got it right to the cusp of leveling, so it's not going to take ages either. I had to do a lot of Elite Four to get Pupitar up there. But thankfully, because it's a traded Pokemon, it does have the boosted EXP. Plus, with a Lucky Egg, it just absolutely skyrocketed. Yeah, there we go. 510 for Chansey. Probably only like 2 or 3 more battles and they'll be good to go. But here we are. At last, we have a Tyranitar, which I've never trained one up in Generation 2 before. Just like the Dragonite in Gen 1, I wish it could have evolved before the Elite Four so it could have been used a bit more, but it's nice to finally have one. Let's have a look at it. Rock Slide, Crunch, Screech, and Sandstorm. I don't even think that's the moveset I wanted to give it. Attack is 178, defense 154. God, it's strong, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I don't really know stats all that well. Let's just take out a couple more, and then we can evolve Chansey, and then we can get Houndour out, and go from there. Excuse me, I'm dying. It's I've never got to see this back sprite. I have, like, when I've been, you know, doing stuff with sprites, or thumbnails and stuff, and, like, watching other people's videos, but it's weird to see it on my own Pokemon. I think my only real example of using Tyranitar is in one of, like, the Gen 3 games, the XD Gale of Darkness or Coliseum, whatever one it is that you can catch Tyranitar in. There's a lot of work. It and Dragonite, they both take such a long time and you can't even get them fully evolved before the Elite Four. I mean, hell, I got all the way up to the very end of Gold and Silver, you know, defeating the final trainer, and they still didn't evolve. Oh, come on, man. Also, speaking of Rock Slide and missing, I was looking at Ancient Power, which I kept on thinking had a low accuracy, but apparently it's 100% accuracy. I didn't realize that, so every time I was like, oh, Ancient Power's been hitting and not missing, and oh, Omni Boost, it was never going to miss, unless I was accuracy reduced, but I wasn't. I was a fool. Yeah, I think one more and Chansey's good. Although it is going to be a bit more of a grind for Pineco and what's the other one I haven't done? Swinub. I don't know why, with all the other stuff I was doing in the games, getting those guys close to their evolution levels was just not on the cards. I was like, fuck it. And here we go, Chansey is evolving. Again, I've never done this in Generation 2 either. I mean, most of the things in Generation 2 are things I haven't done, because I didn't really get a chance to play these properly when I was younger. My main playthrough of this game, beyond like my 6-year-old self playing it on my fake cartridge of 2-in-1 Gold and Silver, was me playing the Virtual Console game of Crystal there, like, back when it released. And I didn't do this back then, I basically just played through the game, caught everything I could, and then went about my day. There we go, so we got Blissey as well, 2 of the big ones. We are missing... Oh, Beverly? Nugget? Ah, no. I deleted all the other Pokemon trainers, like, numbers from my phone, except for Beverly and Camper Todd, who give you who tells you about the seal. So it's only those 2 on my phone, and pretty much it's always Beverly that calls. There was one other person that I went to add, a trainer that is found here, Route 42, who gives you a water stone, because I didn't have a water stone. I literally went and spoke to them and then walked away, and within like 2 minutes, he called me and gave me a water stone. I was like, brilliant, bye! We need a water stone for something that's going to happen on a later episode, not tonight. But I have it here in my inventory just so I remember. So we just need to keep that handy. But other than that, let's go and deposit our Blissey, now that we don't need to evolve it any further. Like, look at these stats though, the HP 173 at level 26. Special defense of 78. I always thought that the idea would be that these guys were stronger in physical defense because they're big and bulky, but for some reason their special defense is what's good. Let me take that. And let's go and deposit you into the PC. But with this next one, the Houndour, I believe that all the Pokemon in our PC are in our party right now are all the ones that need like leveled up. Everything else that we need in our Pokedex is basically breeding, which are like all the babies like Smoochum and Elekid and Magby. I do need Hitmontop, which I still need to trade over the Tyrogue from Gold or Silver, whichever one I got it on, because I want to keep the one that was in Crystal as a Tyrogue. So I need to trade one of those over so I can evolve them into a Hitmontop. So that's the other one that we need to actually evolve still. But I'll do that later. Porygon 2, of course, is a trade evolution, so we can do that later too. Remoraid is one of the version exclusives, so I need to get that from whatever game it's in. So there's still a couple that I need to do, but I'll figure that out when we're actually doing the Complete the Pokedex episode. This is not that episode. Girafarig as well. So, like, a lot of Pokemon are just a matter of getting them traded over or this, that, and the other. These are the last ones that sort of leveled up specifically, besides Hitmontop. I need a Flaffy, which means leveling up a Mareep, but I could probably just evolve the Mareep I was breeding, because it's level 43, but I kind of want to keep it level 43. But we have a bunch of the baby Pokemon, so Cleffa and Igglybuff, and etc, etc. Now, I could do the breeding for all of those. My intention was just to do what I said many episodes ago, which was, I was going to use the odd egg to get my baby Pokemon, because I have a save file backup from whenever I was about to receive that egg that I was going to use on Stadium 2 when I had the speed up feature unlocked. The Pokemon authorized speed up feature, it's the only one I'll use is whenever it's connected to the game officially. And that way I could at least breed out all of the baby Pokemon that way. Because then they all come with like their unique move, and it's like, in a roundabout way, it's like, oh, well, you can't get multiple per save file, so there you go, you're not doing this authentically. And I'm still kind of like, well, yes, but I also don't really care. Because it's the alternative is like start a new save file over and over and over again to get those baby Pokemon, which I'm going to do that anyway. I'm going to get, well, I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to get all those baby Pokemon anyway. And rather than starting new files and getting to the third gym every time, I'm just going to do it this way because I have that power. Other people clone the egg or clone whatever they do. Like, there's some exploit you can do to get multiple versions of the egg. This is just the way I'm choosing to do it, where it's like, I'm just restoring the backup. I'm not duplicating the eggs, but effectively it's like the same thing, isn't it? I don't know. That's just the way I intend to do it, is I'm going to get multiple odd eggs and get the Pokemon that way. So they're maybe going to take a while, and they'll be done off screen probably. But other than those, we're pretty much wrapped up with the Pokedex. Like, our in-game Pokedex is 233 seen. We're only missing 17 Pokemon out of 250. We own 110. And, like, next time we go into Pokemon Stadium 2, I'll be trading over all the Gen 1 Pokemon, so we have those as well. Just to get those brought up to speed. And anyway, sorry, just a little bit of recap on what we're doing there. So, I think just because we're on a high with evolving, let's go ahead and give the EXP share to Skiploom. I believe Skiploom and Houndour are both ready to go. It's only Swinub and Panko that need more effort put into them. am concerned about what way I'm gonna do the rest of these guys though, because there's still a decent amount of XP we need to go for the other guys. There's Skip Bloom. And now Skip Bloom is evolving. That's a Jumpluff. God, its face is tiny. What was I gonna do next? Oh yeah, EXP, sure. Let's take that and give to Houndour. Ah yes, I know what I was gonna do. Okay, just another rock slide will do. I'm just bringing up the Pokédex pages for Swinub and Kanto, so level 33. Kanto, there you go. Level 31 already. How's our Houndoom? Again, something that very rarely people get to do in Generation 2 because you find it so late in the game, and at that point you don't really want to be trading up a new Pokemon. They really did like a lot of the Gen 2 Pokemon dirty by like leaving them that late. It's really kind of annoying. It would have been sick to be able to play with a Houndoom. Even though for some reason it knows fucking Smog. But there's Jumpluff and Houndoom done. I didn't actually put that on the Pokédex. Houndoom. For reference, by the way, if I scroll up at my little spreadsheet Pokédex, we now have 80 out of 100 Generation 2 Pokemon. It still sounds like we're far away, but like, remember, like, we have like 5 of those are baby Pokemon. We've got 2 trade evolutions and a couple of version exclusives, like 3 version exclusives. So that's like another 5. Hitmontop. What am I missing? It feels like we got a lot less. Oh, Flaffy as well, I guess. Crocodile, Quilava. That's true, yeah. I didn't actually get those guys sorted out yet. With all my many breedings, though, I'm sure I have some versions of those Pokemon I can breed down. Right, so I guess... Because here's the thing. I could throw out, like, these guys into battle and try to... I could try and do the thing I was doing last time with this guy. Where I was using Protect against Gravelers, but that was taking a long time. And I wasn't always finding a Graveler. And if I don't find a Graveler, then fleeing is just a pain in the ass. We can give it a go and see how it goes. That was fast. No, it's a Crobat. Oh, we got away. Good, okay. We'll see if we can do it. Because I know that at this time of night, they are higher odds, I think. Hang on, I should maybe check. I have Poke Earth open in the entrance. Pokemon Crystal at nighttime. Oh, okay, it's a 30%, and the Golbats are higher odds at 45% during nighttime. Oops! Oh, come on, man. Yeah, this is the other thing I forgot about is Mean Look. Yeah, I'm just gonna reset. Fuck it. So, I need a place that I can go that I can get these guys leveled up. It's like... Or I could just go to the Elite Four. and just do that for a bit. Although I don't think Tyranitar has enough PP on it. Not with the moves that it has. What was the moveset I was going to give to this Tyranitar? Tyranitar... Rock Slide, Hyper Beam, Earthquake, and Crunch. I guess I never taught it Earthquake. And maybe it couldn't learn Hyper Beam until it evolved. Well, it's only got a very limited selection of moves that are gonna require like an Ether or an Ether or whatever they're called to get me through the Elite Four on its own, because I don't want to use my team on that. Ay, ay, ay. Takes forever to get Earthquake naturally. Oh, does it learn it? Oh, maybe it does. I'm pretty sure I have the TM, and I don't think I used it in Gold and Silver where it came. Did I use Mean Look again? For fuck's sake. Let's scroll down. Tyranitar learns Earthquake at 61 and Hyper Beam at 75. Damn! Yeah, no, I ain't doing that. We only wanted it to get to Tyranitar level so it was ready to evolve. Right, okay, let's get out of this area. Oh, I can't even surf it in. Well, you know what? We can free up some space now. We got Houndoom and Jumpluff sorted, so we can go ahead and get rid of those guys. Put on a surfer user. Let's see, I'm just trying to figure out what way I want to do this. Because there's no trainers that we can fight besides the Elite Four. My female Tyranitar at 60 now. Yeah. Cerebi was saying level 61 for Earthquake and 75 for Hyper Beam. What one's mine? Is mine male or female? Male. Okay. Let's deposit Jumpluff. Don't need you anymore. And where did I put these guys? Box 9? Yeah. Just go to Black City? Blackthorn City? Oh, I need to level up 20 to 30. Yeah, I could, but it's just gonna be so slow. If I could just take them to the Elite Four, but I don't want to take in my actual team members. Bodak, you're new here, so I'll just sort of give you a wee rundown on what's happening. So this is my actual team. Typhlosion was my starter, and Donphan, Heracross, Espeon, Kingdra, and then the Crobat that's on my party. These guys are level 60, they're getting ready for stuff in Pokémon Stadium 2. But today we're doing a little bit of sort of final preparation work with the Pokédex. We're not quite there yet, we won't be finishing it tonight. But I'm just doing this as like a way to sort of fill time before the actual meat and potatoes of tonight's stream, which is to do the final battle of the game. And before this, I bred out a full team of 6 shinies using a shiny Ditto that I did obtain legitimately, off camera, off stream. Just south, I think it's Route 34, just where the daycare is. I legitimately hunted it. It took me quite a while. I phased on 2 Drowsy and a Rattata before I found it. And these guys are going to be used on the Pokémon Stadium 2 Little Cup, so there's a lot of preparation that's gone into like all this. So I don't want to use my main team to help boost up these other guys, but this Tyranitar will do just fine, but I don't know if these guys are gonna... Oh shit, I never actually withdrew my... Let me take my Kingdra out, so I can surf. Alright. Problem is, I don't really think Pineco can do enough damage to actually battle for itself. I could go back to Blackthorn and do the Graveler tech there, but eh. well, it's the Pokemon Stadium thing. It is. So this has all been done on physical hardware. Right now, I'm using my GBASP as a controller for the Game Boy Player on the GameCube. So once I'm done, or in between certain parts of this playthrough, I am using my copy of Crystal to connect to Pokemon Stadium 2, and then playing through all the different game modes in that. So I played through the Poké Cup so far, and the Challenge Cup. Next up, I have to do the Little Cup, which is all level 5 Pokemon that can evolve. So I bred a team of 6 for that. And then the Prime Cup and the Gym Leader Castle, which is what's coming next from the main team. But they are going to be powered up to like level 100 maybe before they actually enter those. So I'm basically doing like everything I can in Generation 2, main series game and spin-off game, before I'm done with this project. And I've been doing that for Generation 1, which is a full series I did on YouTube. And then this is Generation 2, what we call the Pokémon Master Challenge. And once I'm done with this game, I'll be moving on to Generation 3 and doing the same thing. So physical hardware, Pokemon Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness will be involved, and a full Living Dex of all the Home Pokemon. So the idea was I wanted a Living Dex from each game's natural game, or each region's natural game. So all the Generation 1 Pokemon had to come from Pokemon Yellow, Red, Blue, and Green. All the Gen 2 Pokemon had to come from Gold, Silver, Crystal, etc, etc. So that's kind of like the catalyst to what this whole project was. So we're closing into completing the Pokedex here. But we just have that little bit of extra work to do, which is leveling up like these guys. So let's give it a whirl. I'm going to drop a save here just in case of explosions. But it is a long project, but it's been a very fun project, and it's been a good excuse to get streaming. It is tedious, but it's been very fun, and it's been making me really enjoy... It's made me both really enjoy streaming again, and really enjoy Pokemon Generation 1 and 2 again. Because I was never like that impressed with them. Like, I started with Generation 2 technically, but my first game that I owned was Ruby. So going back to Gold and Silver, and then Red, Blue, and Yellow, and just getting to learn to appreciate them by doing all the content in those games that I never did when I was younger, is just something that's really made me appreciate what those games were. I never considered them... Oh, really? I didn't think that would KO. It's so ominous when it just fades out like that. Okay, well, help. But yeah, when I was a kid, I didn't have my own copy of Red, Blue, or Yellow. I had to play my brother's, and at that point, like, I couldn't make a save because they were his. So I didn't have a team that could play on Stadium 2, or Stadium 1. And then same with Gold, Silver, Crystal, I didn't have a copy of that. We didn't even have Stadium 2 as a kid, so... Now that I have, like, this is my excuse to play through those games properly and get the rewards. I got my Surfing Pikachu in Generation 1, and in this one, there's some more rewards we can unlock. Wow, the Gligar encounter. Like, let's see, my only moves are Takedown and Rapid Spin, really. And I miss. I'm gonna get poisoned on the first turn. No. I had family, and until I got Sapphire, that was my first very own copy. Oh, nice! We are torn from the same cloth. Who was your starter in Sapphire back in the day? I started with no, not Chikorita. My starter in Gen 3 was Torchic. So that's kind of like my first Pokemon. Wouldn't say it's necessarily my favorite Pokemon, but it's definitely up there because of Generation 3 being my first games. Mudkip. Solid choice. Well, you can beat a Gligar, even if it sand attacks you like crazy. Please. Banko, just get the KO. Oh boy. Mod shit. Was a busted move. Oh my god, Pineco! If I land this takedown, I think I just die anyway. Jesus, and then poison. Alright, then it's Swinub to get the KO here. I've been watching the anime recently and just got to the stage where Dawn got a Swinub. So Swinub is starting to become endearing to me. The anime honestly does a lot of the heavy lifting to make Pokemon likable. That, like, don't get enough of a spotlight with their sprites. Like, I would never consider Swinub to be, like, a cute Pokemon, and then I see Dawn Swinub smiling and going on its side after eating too much and all this crap, so... The anime does a lot of heavy lifting. I think a lot of us can admit that, like, why we like Pokemon is because of the anime. Like, that's what got us into it. I mean, it's why, like, I'm a big fan of, like, Ash and Pikachu. Like, Pikachu is really an underwhelming Pokemon, but I love the anime. I like Ash as a character, and was a big fan of Pikachu as a result, so... You know, it might be a basic thing, but, like, Pikachu's one of my favorite Pokemon because of the anime. And just conversely, for a lot of people, it might be like Psyduck or Meowth. Let's Crobat. And right now with Pokemon Horizons, like, I already picked Sprigatito as my starter in Generation 9, but man, I love the Sprigatito line. Like, I love Pokemon Horizons, it's so good. Right, I'm gonna try Victory Road because I know there's Graveler here we can try and train against. I ate too much, it hurts. Time for a nap, I think, Brisk. I play the games more than watching it. Oh yeah, I definitely played the games more than watching the anime, but like, the anime was definitely a big reason as to like why me and my brother got into it for sure. I don't know what came first, the anime or the games for us, but for me it was both because my brother already had the games by the time that I was old enough to play games. My strategy isn't working. Because he won't fucking self-destruct. Pokewilds? I don't know what that is. There we go. I was in 33. It's just so slow. I think I just... Go away. I think I just have to go with, don't use Mean Look. I think I just gotta go enter the Elite Four. And bring an extra Pokemon with me that can do battle. But I don't want to bring any of these guys with me. Well, what am I like for Ethers? Because at this stage of the game, I almost don't need them anymore. I've got 2 Ethers left, and an Elixir. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, we're doing the Elite Four. This'll get these guys finished, I'm sure. We'll give you the Amulet Coin. Yep. And you can have the EXP share. The Tyranitar is gonna get some extra EXP, but that's alright. Swap then run. Yeah, I thought about doing that. But I could just win the RNG and run on the first turn, which I didn't do, but I got away next. Yeah, unfortunately my Tyranitar is like lacking in the move pool department, so it's just, that's my issue. Let's drop a save here. Yeah. What a weird team to go into the Elite Four with. Hello again. Yes, it's been maybe like 24 hours since I came and saw you last because I was grinding up my level 60s, but welcome, Will. It is Will? Oh, Will. I'm wondering if I'll even get enough XP in here because these guys both gotta get to level 30. I'm sure I'll be fine, but I guess we'll see. Now, does a Tyranitar do enough with Crunch? No, that it's Stab. Well, it's Critical Hit, so that's fine. Exeggutor right off the bat. Unfortunately, I don't have Earthquake on my Tyranitar. And I think I still have the TM for it on Crystal, but I don't want to waste it in case I decide to give it to one of my actual team members. Fighting gym leaders with level 44 Gengars. I think Slowpoke's gonna survive that. Nope, never mind. Hypnosis into Dream Eater. So you're fighting gym leaders with Gengar, so are you playing like Heart Gold Soul Silver or just the original games? That seems like a very high level Gengar to be fighting gym leaders with. Okay, there's one done. I can't believe this! OG modified games, but no, I'm fighting their Gengars. Oh, you're fighting their Gengars. Okay. Oh, Koga. I think this will be fine. The XP again is not as high as it should be. I got smarter against me, so now they use Confused Ray than Hypnosis because Hypnosis will have a 50% failure rate. Yeah. Bro. There we go. So I'm assuming Poké Wilds is that the name of the game that you're playing, the modified game? $28. Close. 3 more to go. Okay, here's where having Earthquake would be fantastic right now. Poké Wilds is different? Okay. I'm not much into like the modded game scene, so I don't know many of the different games that you can get that are modified. I have a flashcard that has like Radical Red on it, and a couple different games on it, but like I don't really play many of them. So I know of some of the mod games, but I don't know the majority of them. Pokemon Crystal Clear. Oh, I've heard of that one. Yeah. I've heard that's fantastic. I'm too like anal about like I enjoy like the authentic like official release experience, so I don't tend to go for modded games very often, or even fan games very often. I don't know why. It's just something that doesn't overly appeal to me, but I have heard Crystal Clear is really good. And like, I've played through a bit of Radical Red, but they don't hook me the way the official games do. Yeah, I think when they get like too modded, it like loses what it is a bit. Same with like, you know, other games. Like, I don't like modding like Minecraft or anything like that there. I think that just becomes a bit boring. It becomes bloated. I mean, even like vanilla Minecraft these days is starting to feel really bloated with the weird shit that they add to it now. Oh, wait. Fighting type. And all I have is rock and dark on the moves. I'm gonna drop a save here just in case. I am Bruno of the Elite Four. Blah, 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 blah. Look at my funny hair. Sonic Galactic is pretty freaking good. I don't know what that is. I mean, I assume it's one of those like sprite-based ones. That's the thing, is I see a lot of them and I'm like, I'm sure they're fine on their own. I was gonna play like a fan game years back, and like the dev of the game followed me on Twitter and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play this very soon, and then I never did. I don't know why, they don't hit the same. I think it's like, no offense to the people who make these fan games, I think a lot of times they just don't get the level design quite right. It's hard to say. And like visually they don't look like Sonic games a lot of time either. Like, they have a weird art style. Like, even the ones that are really good, like Triple Trouble 16-bit, like, it's like, you can see all the polish here and what makes it a good game, but something about it in my mind still goes like, well, this isn't what it's supposed to be. This isn't right. Quality of life is where I draw a line unless it's high interest mods. I wasn't interested in Pokémon until they told me I could get a Metagross in Gen 2 sprite form. Oh, is Pokewilds? I think I know what one that might be, actually. That is, ooh, Jesus. Please don't kill my Tyranitar. No, I'm thinking of a different game, because there's like a Gen 3 Pokemon game, isn't there, where it has like new Pokemon. It's like Emerald version, but with Gen 2 sprites. But also like more than just Generation 2 and 3 games. Okay, I'm somewhat in trouble. We'll ride this out and see how it goes. Damn. Okay. Again, because we're not doing like the proper like gameplay experience here, we're just going for the level ups on these Pokemon. I'm healing mid-battle, so I'm not punishing myself for doing this. Otherwise, it's going to be more of a pain in the ass than it already is. Because unfortunately, unlike whenever I brought Pupitar here originally, we are now 4 times effectively affected by these attacks. I don't think this is going to KO. Because this is using special. Oh, okay. No, it's fine. Onyx. Well, Onyx at least won't have a fighting type move. At least I don't think. Help! Although he's still got Machamp on him as well. Shit. Oh, he has Earthquake. Okay. I did assume that might be a thing. So one of the things I might go for here is letting... So if Tyranitar dies, I will switch into Pineco, let Pineco die, and then switch into one of my actual team members. Because I think they still have some experience they can gain before they go above level 60. Because this Machamp is definitely going to kick our ass. didn't think that'd do very much. Special defense drop, though. That cross chop is probably gonna KO me. Yep. Let's go into Pineco and let it die for this one. Okay, now I can use one of these guys, which I think Crobat has plenty of XP to gain before leveling up, so that's fine. I need to get my phone to put this into my fucking notes. Oh. So as mentioned, I have a sneeze coming. No. Excuse me. I have, I don't know if it'll show properly on the screen here, but I have notes here of every knockout that I have by my team members on the Elite Four's Pokemon, so that later on, whenever I'm trying to work out my stat experience, I can just go to Cerebi, find out their stat spreads, and put them all together to... This is what I did for Generation 1 as well, by the way, and this was so much more extra than it needed to be. You don't need to do this, but I just wanted to make sure I had perfectly maxed out my stats. Sybil? Sybil was standing next to me and just started falling over. She's still doing it. Oh, sorry, that was very strange. So, Sybil has been... She hasn't been, like, amazing the last, like, couple weeks. She's, like, generally okay. But just there, she was standing next to me. And then just started, like, falling to one side while standing perfectly still. And then, like, not being able to stop herself. Now, she slides on the floor all the time, that's fine. But she doesn't often just start falling over out of nowhere, and like even getting into her bed, she was like falling to the left still the whole way. But she's in her bed now, and hopefully that was just a weird little one-off. But she is concerning me. She is 14 years old as of May. May what date? I don't know. But you know, not to bring the mood down, but her time is coming. I don't mean that in a way of, like, I'm sending her off at the nearest opportunity. Like, I'm just being realistic. She's a 14-year-old Jack Russell. She has been having gut problems. She has clearly got dementia. And for whatever reason, she couldn't stand up there. So, like, I'm being realistic that one day, maybe this year, she will have to go. And I'm saying it out loud to make it real for myself so that I'm ready for it when it happens, but I'm gonna do what I can to make sure she is comfortable and is happy and also healthy. I'm not just gonna, like, drop her at a moment's notice. Because I love that dog. I've had her since I was 16. What am I adding? Machamp. Sorry, what a weird thing to drop into the middle of this episode, but she did just do fucking weird, I'm clearly not okay shit. And I'm not a big fan of that happening. But she's alright, she's lying down now. I'll make sure she's okay, like, once I'm done streaming. Right now she's in her bed. If she was up and walking around again, I'd be, like, checking on her, don't worry, I'm not just ignoring her. Right, I need to heal up my team here before we continue. Yeah, it's just unfortunately the fact of Life Brisk, it is... Like, I got her when I was 16. I'm 30 now. Like, it has been 14 years. Yeah, it'll be 14 years since I've had her in December. Or not December, in September. But I'm pretty sure she was born in May from what the person told me. So, like, my last dog died whenever he was about 15. When I say died, was put down when he was about 15. So I know Sybil doesn't have a whole lot of time left with her. Probably like a year, 2 years. So, like, it's just being realistic about it. But, like, the thing is, other than, like, the weird, like, quirks that she's had over the last couple of weeks, like, you know, her dementia, she's had gut problems, which has led to unfortunate accidents around the house. The actual health of her seems to be perfectly fine. Like, she seems to have plenty of energy when she's, like, feeling good. And she, what else? She's had plenty of energy, like, whenever she's in a good state, and then, beyond that, she's, like, she doesn't seem to have anything wrong with her. Just her mind is the main thing. But other than that, like, her gut problems that she's been having that came out of nowhere, it's like, oh, maybe this is a sign. Her dementia, like, she's walking into objects all the time. Getting stuck in corners all the time. It's not ideal. Oh, I didn't heal up his... Ah, shit. How's to use Crunch? I'll use an elixir after I've used it. Don't seem too good, don't hear too good, sometimes get pain. Oh, yeah. And the ones start hurting comes in my room and hides in my bed. Sybil has been hiding under my bed as well. For whatever reason. Hey, you know what? I am gonna reset this. So that I can heal up Tyranitar's Rock Slide. This is too much of a pain in the ass otherwise. I'm pretty sure I could use the elixir because I think Crunch was also done by 10 PP. It's not fun, but they've been with us a long time, haven't they, Brisk? Yeah, it missed. They're still active and run around, so I think they've got time. They still get excited and jump around. Yeah, and Sybil does that too, yeah. It's like, I was talking to my boss about it, and she was like, oh, I've heard that, like, once they, like, lose their appetite and they start putting the tail between their legs, that's when it's time, according to the vet that she spoke to. And I'm like, that sounds like a pretty fucked up thing for a vet to say. Like, I'm sure that, because, like, dogs do shit like that all the time, and they're absolutely fine. Like, Sybil had her tail between her legs for a long time there because of her gut problems. She wasn't feeling good, so her tail wasn't going. And, like, in general, she doesn't really go near her bowl of food until she's ready to eat as much as possible. Like, she'll ignore it for, like, a day, maybe 2 days, and then go nuts at 3 AM. Like, that's just how she is. That's her normal. She's always been that way. But, like, a vet is, like, actively telling you, oh, if they're not eating their food properly and if they've got their tail between their legs and it's time to put them down, it's like, that doesn't sound incredibly accurate. Or incredibly, like, thoughtful for the creature itself. Sybil doesn't look like she's ready to go. I'm just concerned for her because of her mental state more than anything else. And at the time, her gut problems were making me think she had something more seriously wrong with her, but she's okay. Little project idea, something I'd like to do at some point in my life too. Yeah, absolutely, Jamie. Do it if you can. If you have the resources and the time and the opportunity, like, absolutely go for it. Thank you and welcome. Closer to 10 years, but I don't exactly remember. I mean, 10 years is still old for a dog. And, like, obviously there's different lifespans for different breeds. I chose never to look up the lifespan of Sybil because I didn't want to know. I had an idea. They're all roughly in the ballpark of where she is now anyway. Level 31 for Pineco. There we go. That's him done. And then just Gengar. I could swap into... I think my brain's also going. Maybe it's I need put down. Of course. Swinub, that's what I'm talking about. I could swap into Swinub and then switch back into Tyranitar, but like the split experience with Pineco is just whatever. And there we go, Karen is down. Aren't you good? I like that in a trainer. And Pineco is finally evolving. Do you have a plan for the event Pokemon? I know Darkrai can be gotten in PLA, but some others I feel like are locked away from us. Yes. I think as long as I can possibly go, there are solutions to every Pokemon up until maybe Generation 6. Maybe. So we'll come to those as we go. Not necessarily hacks, Brisk, but like obviously some exploitation is necessary. I need to add Fortress to the Pokédex. There we go. So give me back that. Give it to Swinub, who needs to go up to level 33. So maybe one more Elite Four run is necessary, unfortunately. And we'll go on in here. So for Generation 1, obviously we could do the Mew glitch, but Mew won't then be transferable up to Generation 7 through Home. Through Bank rather, so we had to then do the 8F glitch to turn it into a legal Game Freak Mew. It then doesn't have my original trainer ID, but that's a sacrifice we have to make, unfortunately. We technically can get it later in Pokemon Emerald if we really want to with our trainer ID, but that is an optional thing. I'd rather keep it from Kanto. I used an extra replay purely so I could access the events in Diamond, and it was awesome. Yeah, and I think that's perfectly valid. They didn't release those events properly, but they're also coded into the game. As long as you're still going and doing the event properly, I think those are valid, which is kind of what we're going to be doing in Generation 4, is using the DNS exploit to get the members card and the Oak's letter. And I don't know if they have the Azure Flute on that thing either, but if not, I have an action replay as well. We'll get that done. I have Pokemon Ranger, so we'll get Manaphy. So like, I have a way to get everything I can possibly need through DNS exploits or through alternative means all the way up until Generation 6. I don't know what happens with those mythicals. But like, probably by the time that I get to Gen 6, Pokemon Bank might be shut, so it might not be a concern. Basically, I've said it plenty of times, if Pokemon Bank gets announced to be shutting, I will be stopping the streams completely so I can do everything in my spare time and not have to do it while streaming, because I will not have the time to stream the rest of the series if Bank gets a closure announcement. Really sad, and I do want to do this project as much as possible on stream, so I'm going to keep on blitzing through this as much as possible. Once we finish Crystal, we'll be taking a break to do another Sonic game, which is Sonic Generations from Sonic X Shadow Generations, and then after that we'll be jumping into Gen 3. So it shouldn't take too long to get back to the Master Challenge. I have a plan, so doing the events is so much more fun than spawning the Pokemon in. 100%, and that's one of the reasons why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. Like, I could just get in event versions of the Pokemon, but like, a lot of these games up to Generation 4, and even Gen 5 with Victini, have built-in ways to catch those event Pokemon, so I will do what I can to get those items, and replicate the experience I had when I was growing up, because, you know, I think that's just a much better experience. I should have removed this Paralyze. I'll reset and remove it. Like, I remember playing Black and White and getting Victini and using it on my team, and it was super cool. I remember playing through Diamond and Pearl and starting the game with a Manaphy because I had played through Ranger. Like, it was sick. And then also, whenever Platinum was released and they finally released the Oak's Letter and the members card, it's like, shit, we can finally go get Darkrai and Shaman. And then they didn't do it for Arceus. It's like, what the hell? Like, Arceus is another one where it's like, okay, I will catch it in Generation 4, and maybe later down the line I'll change it for the Legends Arceus one if it's deemed, like, illegitimate, but, like, I want them to come from Sinnoh specifically. That's kind of the appeal of this challenge, is everything comes from their natural originating region. I still haven't decided what I'm doing with the extra 2 unknown forms, whether I'm going to catch them in Fire Red and Leaf Green or Heart Gold Soul Silver, because exclamation mark and question mark don't exist in Generation 2, but I want them to come from Johto. But technically they're introducing Kanto, so I don't know. Haven't decided on that one. That's such a very specific thing to care about, but I'll figure that out when we come to it. Alright, so this rock slide should do the trick for pretty much everything on this team. And hopefully Swinub gets a good amount of XP out of this. Level 25, hell yes. So like awkwardly, I don't think there's a point to going through the Elite Four again. I suppose if I really wanted to, I could trade over Tyrogue, because it needs to evolve through a level up as well. Although, what level does Tyrogue evolve? I get frozen? Piss off. Again, part of this challenge is that I'm trying not to use like items mid-battle, but that's for my main team when I was playing through the game properly. Right now, I'm doing just essentially side quest stuff of finishing the Pokédex, so like, I'm gonna go against those rules here. Like, I have switch battle on instead of set battle. I'm not being strict on myself now that the game's at the end. Are you kidding me? Bro. Yeah, the sprites, honestly, the sprites all the way up until like Gen 4 are just amazing. I honestly was not a big fan of Generation 5 sprites with the way that they animate. I thought that looked a bit strange. But I love the sprites all the way up until Gen 4. Yay, we hit it. What was I gonna look for? Oh yeah, Tyrogue. Tyrogue is there. Tyrogue evolves at level 20. Okay, so we could just trade it over. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do with that. I think just some wild battle grinding will be fine for Swinub. It might even be able to do it by itself. And I think after we do that, I think we'll be ready to go with the final challenge in the game. Chansey's stats are broken. They're not fantastic to deal with, that's for sure. I think I've had a couple of Pokemon Stadium runs end because of Chansey. I've run out of Rock Slide. There's mostly evolutions and randoms left for this dex. Yeah, well let me pull up the decks that I have, like my little spreadsheet. So exactly what we're missing, if I go through, are Bayleaf, Kolava, Croconaw, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Flaffy, Politoed, so a trait evolution, which we can technically do, but that means setting up my second SP. I'm all out of Rock Slide now. Girafarig, which is version exclusive, it's not in Crystal for some reason, so I need to trade it over from one of the other games. I haven't done that yet. Then there are Piloswine, which we're hopefully about to get here later today. Remoraid, Octillery, again, they are version exclusive. Porygon 2, which again, we have the evolution ready to go, we just need to trade it over. Hitmontop, which again, we just need to get our second Tyrogue over from the other game. Smoochum, Elekid, Magby, which we are going to just be doing from the odd... So basically all the baby Pokemon we're going to get from the odd egg from our backed up save file from earlier in the series. Okay, she's out of bed and she's walking just fine. Okay, good. And then after that, the only thing left are Legends of Myth and Mystery. Wink. So we're not far off. We've got like about 20 or so left total. Ooh, a Thunder? Damn. Okay, it did nothing. I think with the special defense drop, this punch should do the KO. Yes. And Swinub hit level 27. Okay. So it has about 6 levels to go. But yes, we'll not be finishing the Pokédex tonight. The idea is get as much of the stuff done that I can tonight that I am not ready. Because like a lot of these Pineco and Swinub were leftovers from the previous episode that needed evolved, and I didn't have an efficient way of doing it. We also had Houndour into Houndoom, Chansey into Blissey, and what else did we have? It was Skiploom into Jumpluff. So like a couple of evolutions we've already done there today. So the last one that we have planned is just this Swinub for today. And then everything else will be done on a follow-up episode that is about completing the Pokédex. But today's goal is to finalize everything else that needs done in Crystal, which is essentially just the final battle. But as I said, I needed to pad out the stream with something else, which was doing these other evolutions, so it gave me a bit of an excuse to do a little bit of Pokédex completion, and then we finish off with the final battle of the game. So we'll be doing that as soon as Swinub evolves. Because everything else is pretty much done. And then after that, our next stream is the Stadium 2 Little Cup with our shiny team that we bred. And then it might just be some off-screen grinding for me to get to level 100 with my team. So that we can do the Prime Cup and the... oh my god, the Gym Leader Castle. Gym Leader Castle we might do ahead of level 100, because that's what we did in Yellow. We did them at like level 60, then... I think we started at level 50, and then we did it at level 65, and that's when we beat it on round 1. And then it was only the Prime Cup we did at level 100. So I think we might still... go ahead and do the Gym Leader Castle like ahead of time. I don't know, I have it all roughly planned out, but things change. It's hard to say. Oh, really? You don't say? Certain times of the day? Yeah, that's fascinating stuff. So good news. Sybil was up and walking about there, went into the kitchen and came back in here, and she's fine. She's not stumbling again, so she's all good. She just likes to give me little scares now and again to think that everything's wrong. For any of the people that are new here, by the way, Sybil is my dog, if it wasn't clear. She is a 14-year-old Jack Russell, who is currently lying in her little bed. Why did we both get Thunder Waves? I don't know. RNG a bitch. But also, a little bit of self-plugging because we have new people here. Hello, welcome! My name's WeeAddy. We do pretty much mostly Nintendo-ish games here on the channel. I pretty much just play whatever I feel like playing. I don't play to trends. I upload when I feel like it, and I stream when I feel like it. I don't have a set schedule, but I basically just I've been doing Let's Plays and YouTube content since about 2007. And I'm closing into 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, so if you're enjoying what you're watching, please follow and or subscribe, and hopefully you're enjoying what you're watching. I have a lot more videos on my channel, over 1,000, so plenty of stuff to choose from. But either way, I do appreciate you guys watching tonight all the same if you don't plan on subscribing or sticking around, but thank you. Also, this is not alcohol, in case you're wondering. This is a lemonade company here in Northern Ireland called Maine, and they are delicious. Not sponsored. Unless...
Oh yes.
Excuse me. Alright. I think we'll take Swinub somewhere that it can do some KOs on its own. Because it does have Powder Snow or whatever the hell, Icy Wind, whatever move it's got. I thought I recognized your name, Jamie. Like, I was like, I swear I've seen your name before. I knew you've been here before. Damn, well, welcome back. Okay. And speaking of welcome back to New Bark Town. Okay. Let's give Swinub the lucky egg. I think I remember, like, I posted, like, a video. It might have been the Generation 1 Master Challenge, like, montage I made for, like, the end of the first series. I posted it in Smash Ireland's Discord in the promote yourself section, and I think I saw you, like, shortly after that, so that might have been when. But, like, if we haven't played Smash yet, we absolutely should. I mean Sonic, but, you know, I'm not a hated Sonic, like... I mean, there's still people who hate me, but that's because I play Sonic at all. But generally people respect my Sonic because it actually plays aggressively. And that's actually fun. Excuse me. Are you in Cerulean Cave, Kodak? Did I give the thingy? I think I did. Lucky egg, yeah. I don't think this is really necessarily going to work, but we'll give it a go. What is something... I don't know. I'm speaking without thinking. Fortress is so cool. I was never, like, big into Fortress myself, but, like, I think what kind of made me appreciate it as a Pokemon was Chugga Conroy's Let's Play of Pokemon Coliseum from, like, 10 plus years ago, where he used Fortress on a team and made it, like, seem cool and effective, explaining why it was an effective Pokemon. I had never considered it to be something useful. I fought the Min, which is another generally disliked character. Oh, I love playing Min, which is an interesting username, but like, yeah, I play those Min as well, and it's quite fun matchup. Because yeah, like sometimes the Min just absolutely gets going, but thankfully Sonic is an actual decent counter to her, being able to speed in past her arms. Yeah, I enjoy fighting they are very fun. Cerulean Cave got some post. Yeah, you are in Cerulean Cave. Dude, I found a Gengar in a cave. Oh, that's right. Crystal clear, so probably some different encounter pulls. My ground typing neutralizes that. That's nice. Excuse the sniffing, I'm sorry. 123. Like, I could probably go and do like the Gravelers in Victory Road, but if they do pretty much anything to me, then I'm screwed. Hi Gligar, again. I think this is a good area. Like, Swinub seems to have an effectiveness against like everything here so far. It's just that, you know, it's a Swinub, it's very weak, and apparently Gligar will always poison on turn 1. Don't do this! You don't have to do this! Obviously, you don't have to reveal this on a stream, Jamie, but what is your name in Smash Ireland's server? And potentially after stream is finished tonight, would you like to have a fight? Potentially. Okay, 28. 5 to go. Oh, we learned a new move, although it's not as useful as what we've got. Sorry for the flashing lights, this is just how all Pokemon games let you know that you were dying! Russian, it's Dio. Oh, I have seen that name. A Destiny Bond on a Gengar? Damn. I presume if you're in Cerulean Cave, you must be done with that playthrough, Kodak. I won't be on for it since I think it's about detox from grind elite for too many days, but another time for sure. I play 3 times a week. Okay, good stuff. I've pretty much not been playing for the main reasons of all of my Smash Bros. Controllers suck right now. Every single one of them stick flicks, and I don't enjoy it, and they need to be opened and cleaned to hopefully try and reduce that. I have really heavily been like getting upset playing the game because of, yep, I didn't input that, yep, I didn't input that, I did input this, but why is it not coming out? You know, that sort of thing. So it's been pissing me off, and I don't enjoy playing Smash when it's pissing me off, obviously. But as a Sonic that plays aggressively, like, I want my actions to do what, like, a very common one, and this isn't because of stick flick, it's just because of, like, the way Smash is made, is I don't play with tilt stick, I play with smash stick. And so to do a tilt, I need to gently press the stick. And sometimes my gentle presses are not read as gentle presses. And so I get a lot of smash attacks that I don't mean to do. I want tilts, and it fucks me up a lot, and I get really sick of getting misinputs in my game. And like, I think there's been like a little bit of, I've been a little bit put off by like some of the people in the scene. There was one of the times I got streamed at the local, and everyone in the Twitch channel watching us were rooting against me just because I played Sonic, even though I was playing a Sonic that was aggressive. I distinctly remember one of the people from my local area saying, "Kill the blue rat." And this was someone that after I beat him in a local, he got very salty very fast. And just went and like talked shit like to the other guys next to me, and I'm like, cool, I'm still within earshot, maybe don't be such a fucking child. It's just a video game. I don't know, it really annoys me when people take it so seriously that they get that aggressive about it. I get aggressive when I'm in the privacy of my own home, because I can get away with it here, and it's usually only because of like my controller. A lot of times it's like, I didn't get the inputs I wanted. Why am I facing the wrong way and not grabbing ledge? You know, that kind of thing. But there are plenty of people who very visibly and audibly like get rude about other players that they've just played, or I don't know, man. That sort of thing. Before he was going in Johto. Best wait for a fully working controller. Oh, if they exist, fucking send it my way. I mean, I use GameCube controllers, and like I've ruined like every controller I've ever come across because of just how much I've been playing Smash. I now have 3 that are like rotated out constantly, and like my best controller got broken because one of my people in my local told me to open it and clean it, and it was the first time I did it. And when I did it, I broke the thumbstick. I broke the little thing that connects to the thumbstick. So now it doesn't read inputs at all, and I've completely fucked my only good controller, which is a real shame. So I've had to get replacement controllers. I mean, get replacements. I've been using like my childhood controller. I got one from my Smash 4 days, and then I got a new one from Japan, another white one. But for some reason, it seems a lot worse quality than the first white one I bought. I don't know why. But like all of them seem to have stick flick. I mean, I bought the Smash Ultimate controller whenever it came out, and it came out of the box with fucking stick flick. And by this I mean like, the very easy example I can use lately is, as Sonic, I press down to do a spin charge, I press down to do spin charge, spam the B button, and then let go in the direction I want to go. So let's say left. While I'm holding down and then spamming, and then I hold left to let go, midway from holding down to left, it goes, nah, that was a right input, and it goes, my spin charge goes left, and then Sonic turns around and goes right, and I'll still be holding left this whole time, and he just keeps going right off stage, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I wanted to do, thanks! Never mind that I had perfectly positioned this to hit the opponent, and I would have hit the opponent, and now I'm running away, and I'm now off stage, and I'm in disadvantage. Thank you, controller. Or, again, another thing is, to do a B-reverse homing attack, it's not like a lot of other characters where you press the move and then you flick the stick. With homing attack, you have to... Oh no, sorry, it's the other way around. You flick the thing and... Which way is it? Yeah. Yeah, with homing attack, you flick the stick first and then you press the B button. So it feels really weird. So like, if I'm facing right and I want a homing attack to the left, I gotta flick left first, then press B. And if in that left press it goes, hang on, it also reversed back into a right, then I'm just going to go right. And usually when I'm doing these homing attack stick flicks, I'm off stage. And if I'm going the wrong way off stage, I'm going to die. It's not fun. I don't like it. And these controllers didn't always have these problems. It's just that from overall wear, they've just gotten worse. I want a GameCube controller with those... What are those controllers called? With the magnets in them. Hall effect? I want a GameCube controller that has those. I hear those are good. But maybe they're not. I don't know. Maybe it's it's just been talked highly about, and it's not actually as good as they say. People auto-hit characters no matter their playstyle, it's lame. Yeah, and that's the thing is, right, I play an aggressive Sonic, like, I will rush you down and I will make sure there is gameplay, and then people will try to out-camp me, and I'm like, bro, so you're hate Sonic because you don't like people camping, and then you're going to play camping? Huh? Like, it's suddenly okay when every other character does it, but me using the character that's considered campy and not camping, and then they're like, nah mate, you're still toxic. It's like, no. Like, I'm actively pressing more buttons than any other Sonic player. It's fucking ridiculous. I think people just can't accept being beaten by a Sonic in general, because to them, all that character is camping, even though I will never... If we get to a timeout, it's because you've done it, not me. There was a person in the Smash Island server I used to play against pretty frequently, and they nearly took me to timeout, like, multiple times, because somehow they managed to time me out with fucking Incineroar, or what was his name? Sora. I'm like, how are you timing me out? I'm not trying to time out, you're running away from me, you won't engage in the fight! Like, every time I would approach, they would run away. They would do, like, the bait and punish, and it was really fucking annoying. Like, I like playing people when they actually play the game. Like, and their Min, they play the game. You actually have to engage in the fight. There's plenty of other people in the server, like, they actually engage in the game, and you have to fight them. Wow, it's a video game! Hey, I don't know, it pisses me off playing against people who camp, and then they're like, oh, but you play Sonic. It's like, shut the fuck up. But I don't camp, though. And I almost feel like some of the other characters in the game are worse for camping. I think the main problem is a lot of people don't know how to deal with Sonic. As someone who plays as a character, I know what to expect from their spin dashes, their spin charges. Like, I know how to fight them. But that's only because I play them. I don't think I'd have nearly as much effectiveness fighting against Sonic if I wasn't a Sonic player. Because, like, dealing with homing attack and spin dash and all that is really difficult if you don't know what to do. But honestly, all you really need to do is throw out a hitbox for spin dash and for homing attack, like roll, run out of range, or like air dodge. Like, you mess that shit up really quickly. I think people they get stuck in like their way of playing, which is, for a lot of people, it's sticking to their bread and butter, like labbed out combos of, I need to do this as my approach and then I will get advantage. But like, no, you have to play differently against different characters. And with Sonic, you were going to have to like learn to not, like, people always use the term like respect the move. Like, you're gonna have to respect spin dash and homing attack in the sense of like, you're not gonna just like beat it out by your method, but you can beat it out like if you just toss out a hitbox for the spin dash. You can beat homing attack just by running out of range and punishing my lag. There's ways around these things, but people just don't do it. Sonic is very volatile because of his weight, but people aren't punishing him correctly, is basically what I've learned. Anyway, sorry, I've gone on a bit of a tangent there about Smash Bros in this Pokemon stream. We are closing into the level up here for Swinub, but like, I think I need to move to the next area because I'm sort of stagnating a little bit. Although I have... Okay, thanks, Elgato. We good? I don't know why it's been doing this. It's only been doing it on the GameCube. Me and Matt were playing Mario Kart Double Dash like a couple weeks ago, and it did that mid-race, and it's just like, I guess everything pauses now. Why am... No, this is wrong. Okay, well, I do need to heal. Alright. Come on, Swinub, not long to go. Gotta drop a quick save. I remember at one of the locals we did, the Elgato dropped for the stream setup, and just like it was me and one other player on the setup, and like no one had touched that Elgato, and it just fucking hit the ground, and just it like split in half, and the stream kind of like fucked around for like a little bit. And then it's like, is everything okay? We just wait, yes? Oh god, yeah, this is what I thought would be a problem. Because every time it self-destructs, Swine Up just dies. Fucking hell. Like, I need stronger level Pokemon for this Swine Up to fight against right now, but these ones are a bit too strong. But they managed to get it all put back together and the stream worked again, no problem. Fuck's sake. Now you're self-destructing all the time? You didn't do that when I had Protect. I need 4 more levels with this thing too. I wonder... How much XP do you need? 2,349. That's a lot. Oh, I have an idea. I'm so smart. Viridian City has their trainers that have like level 50 Pokemon. I'm a genius. I am the biggest brain in the room. Where is it? Because this means I don't have to do the Elite Four again, but I should also get good experience. I do need to give it the EXP share though. Did I do that? I'm so smart. Oh, okay. Hi, welcome to our training hall. You may battle what trainer wants spread out. Carry is my opponent today. Let's do it, Carry! Carry on, you will always remember. Yeah, I still don't really know how this works or how this trainer is supposed to change, but we have Carry with 6 Pokemon, and starting with Typhlosion once again. Level 50, yeah, this is what we're looking for. This is the XP that we're missing. And 6 Pokemon as well. This is bound to be a leveled up Swinub. 2,450 XP, but unfortunately the only chance that you can find in Generation 2, the non-Crystal Clear version, is level 25 on the route right of Fuchsia City. So that is not going to give me shit. And it's also a 1% encounter, so that's not happening. Alright, Kingler. Oh, come on, that's a crucial Rock Slide to miss. Bro, come on. 3 in a row? Excuse the fuck me? Tyranitar. Rock Slide is a 90 accuracy move. Oh, I got smoke screened, duh. Well, tits. I need to drop down its Harden. Crab Hammer can critical hit pretty easily if I remember. Yay! Knock it out. Oh, and a critical hit. Yes, please. Okay, anything we get a level up for Swine up here? No, we don't. Scizor. That's not a good matchup. Come on, big defense. Yes. Aura. rock slides left. Oh my god, I should swap out. Right, I'm gonna do a tactical swap into Fortress so that I can get Tyranitar's accuracy back. Damn, that is a bulky Fortress. I mean, none of these moves are gonna do anything, really. Would have that killed otherwise? I think with the defense drop that I did, yes. But I think if I didn't defense drop it and it kept its harden, I think no. Thank you. Please, get this over with. This is only here as a little gap between... Yeah, let's give him a super potion. Alright, back to T-Tar. Right, now you can hit your Rock Slide, yes? Thank you. This should be neutral damage for Bug Steel. Ooh, it survives. We'll go Crunch next, but it will resist it. Okay, level 30. Electrode. With rollout? Sure, okay. I'm only using Bite to conserve my Rock Slide. Damn, okay, fair enough, that was good damage. Kodak, thank you for following 23 minutes ago on the Twitch. I apologize for missing it, I don't have notifications turned on. Porygon 2. I've got 2 Rock Slides left. Let's go for a Screech. And then a Rock Slide should definitely KO. Attack went up. Final Pokemon is Ladian. Ladian is such a weird final Pokemon to have on the team, but sure. If I had thought about this ahead of time, like before midnight, we could have done this twice. But it's now 20 past 12, so I fucked up by forgetting. Oh well, it was some XP at least anyway. Thank you! Nice. Okay. I also realized I probably could have just like... Well, I suppose I couldn't. I was gonna say stick it in the daycare while I was hatching eggs, but I would have needed the daycare for making the eggs to hatch. Hello, nurse. Help me. Right. Oh, what? I still have 3 levels. Well, technically 2 levels, because Smitum's basically there. I could go and just grind out... Oh man, I'm in this awkward area where I can't get over to the Mount Silver Cave. Okay, well, let's just go through Victory Road, I guess. I'll send out Swinub once to see if it can take on. I can only gain 1 level though, so probably not. Yeah, it's still doing the same amount of damage. But we do outspeed, so if Graveler uses magnitude 6 again, then we're fine. Rollout, also fine, I think. So, okay, we get 1 KO. That's not too bad. And let's see what kind of XP we're getting out of this. Is this worth staying here as Swinub only? 975. That's not amazing. I mean, if it could do it consistently, then it would be fine. It needs 2,816, so that's like, what, 3 or 4, like, Gravelers every time that we have to be able to KO. I don't think the odds are great. So we'll just heal it back up. We'll maybe switch it into Tyranitar, go to Mount Silver, fight things there, and do it that way. Probably would have been better just going to the Elite Four one more time, but I didn't want to have to do the rest of the trainers in there once it had evolved. But this is certainly taking more time. That's not correct. Okay. I suppose while we're here in Goldenrod, I could at least check and see what the lottery says today. It seems to be a weekly lottery in Generation 2, which is strange. I thought it was daily. Let's have a look. Why not? I haven't won it once, so maybe today's the day. Today's the day where we win big. No. Oh well. I've just looked at my phone. Apparently it's raining. It's not rained here in quite a number of days. Honestly, sounds quite nice to go outside. Right. Oh, I was going to Mount Silver.
Crobat, take me to Mount Silver. I have things to do.
Okay, is Tyranitar leading the party? Yes, he is. I don't know what's the best thing to, like, fight. Like, if I stay out here or go inside. I'm going to refer to a map. That's not helping. Wouldn't you be lovely to use some powder snow on? Oh, nice. Oh, okay, it was a crit. 616 and then 411. That's so little. Okay. You're interrupting my flow, Golduck. Fuck it. Anyone else like think when they were younger that Golduck would be a water psychic type because of Psyduck's psychic abilities? It seems like it should be, but nope. $838. $559. Okay, let me get back to my map. Okay. Just in case, I should check if I have an escape rope. I think I do. I put away my map. Why did I do that? Did anyone else as a kid like go into one of these dark caves that required flash and then get lost so badly that they effectively soft-locked themselves because they didn't know how to get out? I did. It's not fun. And it seems like kind of a grand oversight. I know they probably just wanted people to use flash and not just brute force it without it. But like, I don't think this was the right way to go about it. Onyx's EXP gain is pathetic, so I'm not going to bother with that. Like, at least in Gen 1 you could see if you had like a good light source and squinted real hard, but in Gen 2 they made it genuinely like possible to just get lost. What was I doing? I don't know. Oh yeah, check if I had an escape rope. And I don't. Oh boy. Oh well, I should be alright. I just wanted to go somewhere where I could see where I was running. And hopefully get like slightly higher level Pokemon. Level 32, we're almost there. It's a grind, but we're doing it. And then after that, we're gonna come back to this cave. What's on this floor? We have Golbat, Golduck, Parasect, and Misdreavus. You better be good XP. Oh boy. Oh boy. $630. Honestly, I think I'm better in the Dark Cave. Oh, I didn't move over. Let's see, what's in the final room? Golbat, Onix, and Graveler. Level 48 for Graveler versus the first room, which has level 43. I mean, the furthest room does have, like, better levels, so maybe I just go all the way up. I don't know, I don't think they make much difference. I don't know why his animation looks like he's stabbing out a cigarette. Oops. I did not mean to use Rock Slide. Okay, so these are the strongest Golbat we can find, so hopefully these are good levels. Come on, big XP! $643 is fine. It is respectable. Though I think, yeah, Onyx is our next most likely target. And I don't think Onyx still gives good XP. I'll check, I'll do one and see what it gives. I don't think it gives very much. Yeah, it's pathetic. Onyxes almost aren't worth our time. It's basically Graveler or Golbat or bust. At the same time, if I can KO it, then I may as well, since I'm here. Any KOing is better than none. Although it's wasting my crunches.
My perfectly executed crunches.
It's a Golbat! Tyranitar. Oh! There we go! Swinub is finally evolving. And that means we have Piloswine. There it is. Which means that we now have apparently 82 out of 100. We did really do like nothing today. I added a whole bunch of new Pokemon to the Dex. Hang on, I need to check. Maybe I haven't. No, you're okay. You can keep your Fury attack. You're okay. That's fine. Maybe I fucked up the counter. Hang on, let me add that one here, which we don't have. That should now say 83. It does. Okay, so I don't understand. So Control Z. There we go. I thought we added a bunch more, but maybe not. Maybe I was wrong. Oh well. Either way, that's finally done, and now it's finally time for the true ending of this series. Well, not this ending of the series, that's wrong. Ending of, like, the content in Crystal that we need to do. So first I need to get out of this cave. Which is just gonna take a little bit, because I now have to reverse in the darkness. Let me get my map back up. Unless any of you are going to sparkle, you're not worth it. And I know it's unlikely, but did we happen to acquire anything during that? No, no Pokerus. Sad. Alright, and give me back my EXP share, and you give me back the amulet coin. Alright, we need to get out of here. Okay, so to leave the cave. 2, 3. And then the exit should just be below us. Okay. There it is. Oh! Okay, right, let's get our team swapped out. We've done all that we can for our Pokédex today. The next time that we are playing Pokemon Crystal will be when we're finishing the Pokédex. But for right now, let's deposit these guys into the PC that we don't require anymore. And if I had thought ahead of time, I could have done this, but I'm stupid and I didn't, so I'm sorry. But let's deposit Tyranitar. Hang on, where are these guys getting deposited? Box 9, that's what I thought. Okay, give me that back. This is the wrong place. Let's just put them in box 6. Okay, what is in here? So, oh good, these are these guys. Okay, so let's put Tyranitar in there. I'm gonna go to box 5. We'll withdraw Paris real quick, because there is technically one thing I didn't do in here that I should go and do, and I'm sorry. Let's deposit Fortress and Piloswine. Now I need to remember which one of my Pokemon has fucking Waterfall. I don't remember. Is there some items in this cave we haven't gotten yet? Psyduck, are you the one? Yes. What's in box 7? I don't remember what's in any of these boxes anymore. Okay, withdraw. It's these guys. Okay, so I want to change to box 4? Yeah. Why not? Okay, so we're going back into the cave for one more thing, which is just to pick up some items that we never collected the first time around. Let me just see, how much space do I have, and can I get an escape rope from in here? Can I get an escape rope from in here, please? Do I have an escape rope? Yes, I do, I have 4. Let's deposit. Don't need the EXP share anymore. Don't think we need the smoke ball anymore. And I think that's enough. I think there's only like 2 or 3 items we need to collect here. Right, so let's go back in. This time we're going to have flash, so it's not going to be so bad. Oh, for God's sake. Hello, Tangela. Right, excuse me. Thank you. Oh, I need to turn it back onto set battle. Now we can see where we were going this whole time. I don't have to look at a map. Hooray. But I will be looking at the map one more time because we're coming in here one more time after this to actually do the battle. I'm just collecting these items that have been just sitting here the whole time that I never went and got. Just for, like, completionist purposes of, like, let me get these last remaining items. Why not? Oh, forgot! The lights didn't mean find me faster and more often, please. I don't know if I have repels in my PC, but eh. If we somehow get a shiny in this, like, episode, then yay! This is what it's all been about. We haven't had a single, like, live shiny encounter on the stream at all the entire playthrough, which has been quite sad. We've done, obviously, plenty of shiny hunting between episodes, whether that's been in gold and silver, or I've been, like, you know, hatching my eggs in crystal for the little cup. You know, I've gotten a lot more shinies in this playthrough than I expected to. So I can't really complain, but I was hoping to get at least one during a stream where it's like, oh shit, random encounter, we did it! That's super cool! But we never did. And sadly, I don't think we're gonna get one, because as I say, the next time that we play through Crystal will be to finish off the game, to finish off the Pokédex. So I don't really think there's much chance of us to find a shiny going into the final episode. But oh well. Okay, so this is why we had to come back with, like, Psyduck, is we had to use Waterfall in a whole bunch of areas. A lot of these caves are only accessible with Waterfall, and that's why we couldn't come in here with just our Kingdra and do it. Because I wasn't teaching that guy Waterfall as well. I knew there was a hole here. A Peep-Pop. That is useful, actually. I do have my PP-Ups in gold and silver that I might get sent over just so I can use them on my team going into Stadium 2, but, like, I think for Stadium it's a lot less necessary. I think it's more of the main series that you need them. Alright, Sybil's up again. Is she okay? Yes, she's okay. There she goes into the kitchen. She is okay, folks! A busy cave. I hope we can actually beat this final battle because, honestly, like, we are under-leveled. And I'm gonna try not to use items, but we'll see how it goes. I need to get my notes up and note down who beats what Pokemon. Let me just write this down. Okay, I think that's correct. Guess I'll find out. Okay, well anyway, let's see. What's in this weird little cave? A max revive. I mean, that's fine. Nothing that special. Honestly, the PP up is actually kind of worth it. That, not so much. Okay, and then... yeah, we need to go up a layer, and then this one last cave, I think. Oh my god. She is doing okay. Just watching her like circle her bed, but she's back in bed. Nice and happy. Probably wondering why I'm talking. Wondering why the light's on bright. Or maybe not wondering anything at all because she's a dog. There she goes. Oh my god. Apparently these floor tiles are a lot more encounter ratey than these not floor tiles. Water tiles is what I meant to say. That's a calcium. I mean, I'll take free vitamins. Vitamins. Bitch vitamins. Excuse me, 9,800 Pokédollars, so that'll do me just fine. Oh, much bigger cave. And a full restore. I mean, again, it's fine. Right, that is all the different areas that we hadn't yet accessed. I will use my escape rope. Out we go. And now it's finally time to find a wild shiny! Oops. No, now it's finally time to grab our team of 6 that we've journeyed all through Johto and Kanto with and take on Johto region's final challenger. And this is definitely the highest level I've ever done this with, because like usually I don't really like grind my Pokemon up, but obviously I've grinded them up because of Stadium 2. So this is definitely the highest level they've ever been for a fight against this final challenger. But honestly, it's either this or you spam recovery items. And I don't think I've gone too far in terms of their level ups. So I think this is gonna be still... Oops, that's the wrong Pokemon. Sorry, I'm just bringing my level 5 Chikorita to the fight. Okay, Typhlosion. Donphan. Heracross. And Espeon. These were the original team chosen to take on the final challenger, and also the rest of the game. Let's get them in the correct order. And let's review. Heracross, Typhlosion does have his charcoal on him. I do kind of want to put the amulet coin on just for more money, so I might just do that. We've got our Shark Beak on, we've got our Soft Sand on, Pink Bow on, Miracle Seed on, and our Mystic Water. So we've got all of our items on properly. I'm leading with Typhlosion even though I know what the first Pokemon's going to be. Just because I want to start with my starter. I am going to lead with the amulet coin. The money is worth it, because it'll just mean more money towards vitamins when I'm buying them. But for one last time, let's climb Mount Silver. Hopefully get this done in one try. I was supposed to message my brother when I was done streaming, and I'm still streaming. Sorry. I don't know why, but I feel like let's dropping a save. 14114. And let me look at my map one last time. Yeah, I'm almost there. Jesus Christ. These encounters. Okay, the cave entrance should be like right above us. I'm glad the entire cave isn't dark. There we go. Alright, this is it. When we get through all these encounters, but it's finally time to take on the final challenger in the Johto region. The only thing we have yet to do. I will try not to... I've turned set battle back on so that I can't shift between Pokemon knockouts. I will try my best not to use items on the first... Well, I'll not use them on the first attempt. If I have to fight again and do it again on a second attempt, I will. Because we are going to be underleveled. But hopefully with all the, you know, powering up we've done with stat experience grinding and vitamins and this, that, and the other, well, hopefully we won't need it. The only thing that might be an issue is I'm going to try not to swap out at all. Because for the purposes of stat experience, if I swap out from a team member, that stat experience gets split and then it becomes much more annoying to try and calculate it. It's not that hard, you just cut it in half, but like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to calculate that. Yeah. Because I'm still going to be writing this down on my little notepad as to who has knocked out what Pokemon. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But ladies and gentlemen, once we cross this little ravine, or whatever this is meant to be, our final challenger awaits us. It's finally time. Damn it. This is the moment that everyone was really excited for when it first happened to them. And the moment that everyone's been waiting for. Let's drop a save. And it's time. And so we have Pokemon Trainer Red leading with Pikachu, level 81. Normally, my Typhlosion has Earthquake on it, but this time around I didn't teach it Earthquake because it wasn't a physical attacker. I mean, it can be, but I just didn't teach it to mine. So we're just leading with Flamethrower and seeing how it goes. Why is he on a mountain? Who knows, Brisk. This is just where he chose to hang out and his mother is worried sick about him. Thankfully, Pikachu is still a Pikachu, so Flamethrower is doing crazy damage. Jesus Christ. Using Charm to reduce my attack, but didn't work, so that's okay. A full restore. Oh, so Red is going to Sea of Scum, or not Sea of Scum, but spam items. Okay, I see how it is, Mr. Champion of the entire region. That's fine. We don't need it. Sybil's up on the prowl again. Where's she gonna go? Okay. Using 2 full restores. Okay, so at the very least, if he uses more than one, that gets rid of them. We don't have to worry about that for our later Pokemon. It's really sad because like Pikachu is the mascot, but like it just goes to show how pitiful its stats are comparatively. That 21 levels higher, it cannot withstand a Flamethrower. But that's the first Pokemon down. I just need to mark down that Typhlosion has taken out Pikachu. Typhlosion. Okay. Level 61. So I'm probably gonna have to boost my Pokemon a little bit further for the next fight. Sending out Espeon next. Okay, interesting. And as I said, I'm going to try not to swap out because of stat experience. So I'm just going to try and do as much damage as I can. Now, my flamethrower is fire, hidden power is water. I think we just stick with the flamethrower and see what we get. Going for reflect to reduce physical damage for some reason. Even Espeon nearly takes about half damage. And I'm not even using my charcoal, so like this is really good damage from Typhlosion here. Now, its special attack is what I beefed up the most with the vitamins before I went into Stadium 2's Poké Cup. But that's still surprising. No burn. We are going to lose Typhlosion here, but that is fine. As I said, we're going to try not to swap out where possible. So Typhlosion is down. Espeon is next. Now, let's see. We could honestly probably sweep the whole fight with Donphan if we got some ancient powers off. But I don't want to do that. I'm going to send out my Espeon. Let's go for Bite. I outspeed, damn. I'm pretty sure that, like, in terms of the way that the games are programmed, the enemy AI usually has, like, the worst stats and stuff, so, like, it's probably not that surprising that I'm winning. Let's go with Psychic. Oh, that didn't do a lot. Oh, special defense drop, though. That's a big body slam. That's a very big body slam. Reflect faded. I could go for a Zap Cannon to go for the Paralyze, but like we're already outspeeding it every time, so there's no point. I think we'll just go with another Psychic, maybe go for another special defense drop. Nope, no special defense. That's fine. Espeon goes down to Snorlax. I think this is a good opportunity to send in Heracross. Even though Reversal won't do a whole lot of damage, I think we still send it in. Well, I mean, no, let's go Mega Horn. Oh, yes, good stuff, Heracross. Let's put Heracross down there for a KO on Snorlax. Venusaur is next. We could still go for Mega Horn here because it'll be neutral. Grass and Poison. Why did you choose Venusaur, not like Charizard? I don't know. Sunny Day. Oh, okay, you're setting up. I mean, you've just lost your Venusaur to my Heracross, but that's fine. Heracross. Only member to get 2 knockouts so far. Red sent out Charizard. Yeah, that's what we saw coming. So, more than likely Heracross dies now, but that's fine. It's done what it needs to do. Let's go for a return. Oh, it outspeeds me. Okay. Flamethrower is going to do even more massive damage with that. Oh, and a critical hit? Jesus Christ. Right. Then, I mean, Kingdra... Okay, I'm gonna go with Crobat first to stall out the Sunny Day. Maybe Swagger's a bad idea, but I'm gonna go for it. Just to confuse it for a few turns. But honestly, the plan was to go Donphan and Ancient Power, but if it outspeeds me and hits me with a very powerful Flamethrower, I might not survive. Okay, so we got that. So let's go with Return. Not a whole lot. Still confused. Got through the Flamethrower, which means Crobat probably will die here. That's fine, it did what it needed to do. Okay. Ooh, every team member's getting used in this fight, that's pretty fun. Alright, Donphan. Sunlight faded? Yes, yes, yes. Ancient Power. Even if you hit me here, I think we get through this. Oh, even better. Charizard goes down to Donphan. And that means the last Pokemon is Blastoise. Not good for Donphan, but still, I think Donphan has a chance here of doing some decent damage. Let's go with the Earthquake. Although it might just go down to one Surf. Every Pokemon's getting used in this fight. Heracross has stolen a KO from one of the team members. Presumably Crobat, because it's the only one that didn't get one. Come on, Donphan. Ah, damn. Okay, so it's coming down to a Water-type showdown of Kingdra versus Blastoise. Can we do this on the first go? Okay, so let's just see what sort of damage return does. Not amazing. He has Blizzard. I mean, if he freezes me, then it's over. Oh, and it's neutral because I'm Dragon type. Okay, well, let's go for Dragon Breath. We might get the Paralyze off. Nope. Misses the Blizzard. I'm going to keep on fishing for the Paralyze, because we're doing about the same amount of damage as return. Nope. And he lands another Blizzard. Come on. We might lose it. I'm so tempted to go for my own Ice Beam. Oh! Come on, come on! Get paralyzed, get paralyzed. No! Oh, we didn't do it. Oh, close though. What a close game. Okay, but this means it's so easily possible. I don't care who was calling. It's so easily possible of winning this fight without using items. So let's go and do this over again. I'll remove who got the knockouts there, but that was awesome. Let's delete all that. Without switching and without using any items. At level 60. Not a bad attempt. Alright. Number 2. We have a pretty much like good way to handle this. I think sending out Espeon was a bad choice against Espeon, purely because Espeon has that hidden power grass type, and that would have been brilliant for because it's basically my water type counter is that grass type hidden power, and it's Zap Cannon, so I just left myself without anything to defeat Blastoise effectively. I didn't really account for the idea of an ice type move on it, neutralizing the damage. It would have been so sick to get that Paralyze out and have it paralyzed and then win based on that, having an absolute clutch moment to finish on, but oh well. I still think we get the win easily on this attempt. I basically just have to choose a different Pokemon against Espeon. No burdens, come on. Okay, let's do this again. Sticking with the strat as last time, not gonna swap out, just gonna stick with the flamethrower. Maybe get a cheeky burn this time around, we didn't get any last time. Still not doing enough for the KO. Oh, okay. Oh, critical hit! Typhlosion sneaks an additional KO on this one. So you're gonna send out Blastoise? As Blastoise comes out early, which means we can go for a Thunder Punch! This is definitely a changed circumstance. Critical hit, wow. And a Paralyze? Hell yes! Typhlosion is making up for what couldn't be done the first time. Going for Surf though, which is gonna KO Typhlosion quite alright. Now is the time to send out our Espeon, I think. This is what it was all for. Hidden power grass type. Damn, critical hit as well. This time Typhlosion snuck 2 KOs. Going for Snorlax again, that's fine, that's what you did last time. I think I'm gonna go for the coin flip. Heads I win, tails you lose. It's not even a coin flip. We get the guaranteed paralyze from that, which is fantastic. Amnesia, oh, boosting special defense? Okay, that's fair. Although we took you out with Heracross last time, so we know that we have a Pokemon to go to instead. But again, I'm not swapping out. We're just gonna let Espeon get KO'd. Excuse me. Oh, it got its paralyzed out too. Well, mine was a guarantee on this one, but yours was a 1 in 3. Alright, Heracross, you took this guy out in like one shot last time, although he was half HP. And you do it again. Reflect is gone. No. Going for Amnesia again, but you don't really need that anymore. I think the damage reversal would do is not high enough because it's full HP, so it's really annoying, like the amount of Heracross. The amount of damage that like you can do with fighting type moves in this game is pitiful. Like fighting type moves just basically don't exist. You're probably gonna set up Sunny Day again, so we're just gonna go Mega Horn again. And this time, because of Typhlosion's critical hit changing the course of battle, we've pretty much guaranteed this win. This Heracross is going to go down here, but that's fine. We still have Kingdra as a water type backup. I think once again we're going to go with Crobat to stall out the Sunny Day. So let's go with Swagger. Basically, I don't think we lose this. We've got a type advantage on 2 of our Pokemon. That is powerful. Okay, I'm gonna go into the Donphan first to go with the Ancient Power. It could probably die to a Flamethrower, but it doesn't matter because that and 4 times effective Ancient Power. This battle is over. Our final challenger in the Johto region has been defeated. No items, no swapping. Red has been defeated. And that brings us to the credits once more. This time not for the Elite Four, but for Red himself. Red does respawn. If we go back to the cave right now, he won't be there, but if we go and do the Elite Four again, he does respawn, I believe. So you can rebattle him, at least. But for only going through 6 Pokemon, although they give some good XP, I think it's better just to go through the Elite Four over and over again for the level 100 grind. But that is the final challenge of Pokemon Crystal complete. The only thing left to do is complete the Pokédex, which we will do the next time we play Crystal. But next time on the Pokemon Master Challenge, we'll be jumping back into Stadium 2 to do the Little Cup and anything else we can sort of squeeze out in one stream. And then after that, it might be the Gym Leader Castle, it might be Pokédex completion. I haven't decided what order I'm going to do things in yet. But, yeah, the Generation 2 Pokémon Master Challenge is nearing its completion. If you've been enjoying this, subscribe or follow on Twitch. Subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch. I stream when I feel like it. And once I'm done with Generation 2, I will be moving on to Generation 3 after a short break with another stream. But yeah, this playthrough has been super fun. We're almost to the end of it. Stay tuned for more. But for right now, thank you so much for watching, my friends. I'll leave you with the credits, and I'll see you all again next time for the Pokémon Master Challenge. Goodbye. I remember there's one thing I forgot to do. I was gonna leave you on the credits. Sorry. There's one thing I forgot to do tonight. We're not done. We're not done. I'm so sorry. That was a perfect ending to the stream and everything, but I completely forgot. There's one thing I need to do. There's one thing. I'm so sorry. If people have left already, I'm so sorry. Special for the VOD. There's one thing that I forgot to do, and I forgot that I wanted to do it tonight. It's why I streamed it tonight specifically. Let's go to Pewter City, and let's go to the right. If you remember, there's something that I wanted to show off in past streams and I never could. Today is technically Monday night. Right? Oh, come on, don't tell me it has to be at like... Oh, thank God, it's finally happening. Finally, I got to show that off. And if you have Rock Smash, you can break this rock and get a Moonstone, which I don't have on me, but I could go grab one, but I'm not going to. I just wanted to finally show off the Clefairy dance that only happens at nighttime on a Monday, and because it's past midnight, it's technically nighttime on a Monday. Now we will end. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. See you all again next time for Stadium 2 and the Little Cup and more of the Pokémon Master Challenge. Alright, goodbye. Oh, what a tease of an ending. Sorry. Bye. Oh, I didn't turn the volume down. It was cute, yeah.